Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I remember doing this one and I looked at it and I know a lot of people liked it because I had a lot of views on it. That being the original Robocop. But this one isn't the original Robocop. This is the Robocop 2. Now a lot of people say that it's not as good as the first one, it's this, it's that, and I'm going to be open and honest. Yeah, it's not as good as the first one, but I do think it's a damn good worthy sequel. I do think it's a good frigging film. Now I do know, sadly to say, Paul Holden, who did the original, didn't get to do this one because, all fair said and done, in 1990 he was already doing a big hit film, that being Total Recall, the good one, the one with Arnie, not the shit one with Jeffy Meat Brain, the good one. I say it again, with Arnie. So obviously he couldn't do this one. So what we get the director who did The Empire Strikes Back. Also directed Never Say Never Again, one of the Bond movies and not Bond movies. If you know what I mean by that, just look it up. And you get that director. I didn't know this was one of the last ones he did before he sadly passed away. And it's a damn shame because I actually like this film. I actually like it. It's a lot darker and it's a lot everything. I like one scene in it where Robocop says to the villain, "Change, do you want to step outside?" Which is sort of a love letter to Superman 2 with the villain. And I actually like this one. So you've got a beautiful scene where you've got a die, you've got the funny ads again, like what was used in number one. You've got a die down a rob a car, the belt goes on him and he gets he gets electrocuted and turns into a fence fly. I love the ad in it, Polaroid, and it doesn't use batteries. So you should get the same funny ads in it. And then you get the scene where these scumbags are robbing a freaking shop. Again, it's ultra-fine, and that's what I love. I love about the film. I love to see where they blow the car up and Robocop comes out, shoots them all, no fucking about, proper badass. And it's good. It's good to see Peter Weller again. Now, I do know Peter Weller had issues with this one, and same as Nancy Iron. And the reason why is because they cut a biggest chunk of them scenes out what they were in it. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of deleted scenes. There was a lot what was cut and deleted out with Nancy Iron in it. So I can see why she's pissed because she's less in it than what's in the original one as Lewis. And there was a deleted scene where Robocop goes and visits his cemetery grave. You know, he's been house dead. They've got like a gravestone on off him, and he goes and visits it. There's a scene in it where he goes in the shower. Yeah, he's been a bit of a perv. He's looking at a woman naked in the shower. All fair said and done. That down there is no longer there. It's now a machine. So all we can do is look. He can only look. And it kind of makes you feel sorry for the character. That's all we can do is look at a naked woman. He's not going to do anything. What can he do? He hasn't got anything down there. It's been removed. He can't get an arousal or an erection because that ain't there. Not sticking the middle finger up. It's gone. So that's all we can do. So it kind of makes you feel sorry for the character. So it's not the same here. That was a deleted scene. There's a lot of other deleted scenes and all, and a lot of cut scenes from the film. So that's probably why they was pissed. But even though there was a lot of deleted scenes and a lot of scenes that were cut out, it's still a good film. I do like Robocop 2. It's a worthy sequel. You know why? You know why? You know what it does? You know what it does? It sticks the middle finger at the MPA and the Board of Censorship. It sticks the middle finger at all of them because there's a scene in it where Robocop gets electrocuted and the villains have got him. And it's like makes you feel sorry for Robocop. He got killed as Murphy, and he's going to say he gets killed in this because they cut him to pieces, the villains, and they chop him to pieces. But I'm going all over the place. I love the villain in it called Sane, and they're putting this new jug called Nuke. And Nuke, basically, it's a jug. It's a new sort of jug where people get addicted on it. They get eyes are freaking tight, and it's basically just a new jug. So they got the villain, and the villain I think I've seen him before. He's the one that played the bad guy in Manhunter. I like him in this. You know, he's sort of like this fucking hippie psychopath and he's guy you don't want to fuck with. So they fix Robocop after he's been chopped to fucking pieces. And they fuck with his brain. But before that, you've got these people whinging and moaning, saying, "Oh, he should be nice to kids, and he should give kiddies ice cream, and he shouldn't use all this. He shouldn't be using a gun." And I never used to like that because I thought it didn't need the comedy. But when I look at it now, what it does, that scene, it takes the piss out of the MPA. It takes the piss out of censorship. And when you think about it, Robocop 3, well, it's going to be a rant when I do that one. It is definitely going to be a rant. That's what Robocop 3 became. It became PC pussified. Robocop was not a PC pussified. The first one is shooting people. He shoots a rapist in the dick. This one, a guy's threatening to shoot a baby in the head. I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to blow his fucking head off. And Robocop says, can't have that, and shoots a scumbag in the head. Is that seriously for kids? And I love it because you've got kids swearing in it. You've got kids swearing like a freaking sailor man. Effing and jeffing. Sorry to break it to your MPA. Sorry to break it to your board of censorship. But kids do swear. I swore when I was a kid. Do swear now. I fucking love it. And kids do swear. So, you know what I mean? Kids are cheeky. Not all kids are lovable. Kids are fucking not horrible. Even though I work in Bernardo's, you do get some kids who are horrible and swear. And that's what it is. It's pretending what that is. So you got one woman, you got a company who just want to do away with Robocop. The only issue is you got one guy in it and he's talking down to Robocop and he says, what do you think? You think you got feelings? You think you got love? And I think in reality, if Robocop had those emotions, he's now a human, he's thinking because he's now murder, they just turn him off. Have a machine, knock him off, format his fucking brain and turn him back into Robocop, just like you do on a computer. When your computer plays up or you think it's time to renew it or whatever, you format it, don't you? You format it and it becomes a new computer. That's what they would have done with Robocop. If that happened, he got his emotions back, he's thinking like a human, they would have had some machine what would have switched him off and they would have just fucking formatted him. So I never thought that being reality. But it's a film, I'm going too into it. There's a bit where he gets rid of his wife, and you think that's a bit cold, but it's only because the company wanted him to do it. But you get them emotions. People said that in Robocop 2, the character who Peter Weller was playing, that being Murphy, he did not have them emotions. I fucking saw them. I saw them. And I love the fact that it's a different story. It's a different gnome. You've got different villains. You've got one that likes Elvis and tries to look like Elvis. You've got Chain, which is the ultimate villain. And they're trying to make a new Robocop. And it's like funny, this. There's funny bits in it where people become suicidal and one pulls the face off. And Robocop's fighting with Chain. And Chain ends up in a lifeboat machine, but he gets killed. And he turns into this big dock-off robot called, what's that? Well, they've got to call Robocop 2. Shoots all his mates, kills a kid. Again, bitty balls. You don't see that in films these days. And I love the way Robocop looks in this. He's not as silver as he was in number one, because I think at the time, Peter Weller didn't like the costume. It was too thick, it was too heavy when they did the original one, so he wanted it to be a bit more lighter and a lot more flexible. So people said, oh, it's more blue, because they made it more blue. But I like it more blue. It's more colourful, it's nice to look at, you know, it's nice. And the scene where he goes after Chain, it's midnight, and again, it's a love letter to Superman 2. Do you want to step outside, Chain? Again, you love it. He's shooting everybody. Again, this was cut down. I've got the uncut one. A lot more firing. Shooting everybody. And Robocop jumps out. Epic fight. Whips the brain out. Smashes the fucking brain in. Happy ending. It's sad to say this was the last one you see Peter Weller in, and it pisses me off. And I'll probably get to that when they get to Robocop 3. Right, it pisses me off. Why that's got to be a rant. Because this stuck the middle finger at censorship, stuck the middle finger at the MPA. It was ultra-firing, just like the first one. It's a lot darker, and I love it. Not to do as much of a review like I did in the original, because the original was a classic. Yeah, it's not as good as the first one. But it's still a damn good film. It's still a damn good sequel. It's ultra-firing again. It's a lot darker. I like the fact they do it a different tone. Like the original, I looked at it as a hero film, right? But I thought it is. It's not. It was more of a science fiction thriller. This one, on the other hand, was a hero, but was made for adults only. It was for AE only. I missed that golden error. And I did love it until the third one fucked it up and made it kiddified. But that's a different story. Into then, that was Robocop 2. standard worthy sequel. I love it. I love it even today. Into then, be smart, be safe, and I'll see you soon for some more movie reviews.